Hello everybody, welcome to the Bitcoin evening show. If you're not watching live, I hope you do enjoy the rerun. There might be something in the, I know it's a long stream, but there might be something inside there, that's some kind of value to you. So I do hope you watch the entire thing. And for everybody else, how you guys doing? How you guys doing? First, Bliatman. Bliatman is the first. The Centerplan is second. The Centerman, you are getting some competition on the first place over here, man. Chameli checking in. Hope you're fine, boss. Doing good, doing well. So it's okay, It could have been better, but let's not complain. Batch guitar, let's go TFN's club. Yeah, let's go TFN's club. Good evening from you, Linda. Good evening. Hello, world peace. I don't know if that's your full name, hello world, and then you said peace, or what happened right there. Hello world, or your name is S, just S. Nice. Let me shield this video a little bit on the stuff. Hello world, or your name is S. Just let me go just into the chat and tell people about it. Just so they know. They don't have to come, but just so they know. Pin it over here. That is nice. That's nice. Hello from UK. Hello man, how you doing? Let me check one thing before we start. What do you guys think of Bitcoin, by the way? Updates on the moons. Well, the moons are coming on the 16th, so we got 8 days left. So nothing is happening before the moons kick in. Bitcoin daily. Let's see up here. That didn't work out. Yeah. Dresden in the house. Evening all, what's up? Up the plant, getting much slower off the mark. I just greet the world, wishing them peace. My name is I cannot pronounce that. Serhai. Amsterdam all the way. Hi Tila. Hi Farid, you're back in the chat. Managed to do a bit of trading, so all good. And look at that smiley face at the end there. I'm guessing that went well. Feel free to tell us about your trades. Feel free to tell us about your trades. Waves is down 11% for the day. This looks like this doesn't look like 11%, but it is actually 11%. It is right now down something like 60% from hitting the all-time high up here. ZIL is still going on the downside. Broke this 10 moving average consolidation here, not even all the way up there, just continuing on the downside. So I think ZIL is pretty much done. Certainly did okay. That's good to hear. I'm glad on your behalf. So Bitcoin, guys, Bitcoin is doing the trickery on us, man. Look at this, these fake outs, man. This is insane. This is like zigzag stuff up here, man. So we had this triangle up here on the it's not the best triangle. I think the triangle should have gone something like this up here. Maybe the triangle should be something like this. I don't know. But the way I drew it the first time was something like this. I'm pretty sure about the top line, but the bottom line, the support line, I'm pretty sure also it's wrong. But you can see here that we went down below the moving averages up here. Let me zoom in a little bit up here. You can see that we went below the moving averages and down, so everybody thought that this was the dump happening. Then right back above the resistance up here, got rejected by the 50 moving average up here, right back down, went down all the way down to the bottom, previous bottom down here. Big green candle, engulfing candle, unfortunately not big enough, because we just closed very shy, like $0.1, something like that, a couple of dollars below the actually top up here. So we didn't get this higher high up here. Then we went down next 2 candles below the moving average, and as soon as that happened, right back down again. And then we had this big candle over here where we had some kind of, I think this was some kind of capitulation phase down here, going over here, capitulation phase. I think that definitely did happen. Let me just this was some kind of capitulation phase down here happening, and right now we're pumping towards the upside. So over on the downside we have a higher high, but on the upside we have a lower high. So I think maybe we are creating another one of these, you know, these triangles again. You know, we'll see how this actually plays, but you know, it's good that you know, there is some positivity to take out from this, that we are having a higher high up here. You know, there was negativity because we are having a lower high. Sorry, this is higher low and this is lower high. This is lower high. So down here it looks like some kind of bullishness. Up here it was looking like some kind of bearishness, but you know, it doesn't matter. You know, it's up down, and right now going up. So it is some kind of shakeout happening right over here, the way I see it. What kind of shakeout, what kind of pattern this is, what's the meaning behind you know, behind this shakeout? Because you know, I was expecting just, you know, going straight down without any you know, any problems. Maybe this triangle should be something like this over here. Maybe all the way up here. No, it's down here. Maybe it's something like this. Still doesn't look like a triangle. Maybe this is the triangle. Maybe this is the correct one, right? Maybe this is the correct one, because it does hit a lot of time, like over here, one. This first move on the downside and the second move, oftentimes this first move that, you know, creates this trend line, then these stops up here create the second one. So maybe this is the triangle. So you can see here, broke towards upside down, up, down. So this is definitely some kind of shakeout happening up here. Let's look at the volume here. You can see here the volume start kicking in right up here. You see how, you know, while we're going in the consolidation phase up here, the volume has been actually decreasing, and then we start going downside up here, and then up here with a really huge volume as well, and then right back down again. But you know, the volume has been increasing all the way through. So what can we conclude from this up here? Well, we can conclude that right now, you know, the interest is coming back. The fact that volume is, you know, going up, it means that, you know, the move has started up here. Best case scenario right now is if this, you know, in the next 43 minutes, if this candle can, you know, bump up all the way up here, which I'm not quite sure it's gonna do that, but this looks like a bearish engulfing candle up here, because we have a, you know, big red candle, then a green candle. Right now we're having a red bearish engulfing candle. So this move on the downside, it went to 42.3, just might continue again, going down there, you know, one more time. Let's go see how this looks on the 1 hour. That was 1 hourly time frame. Let me just see the daily time frame up here. So there we got a bearish cross on the daily up here. No problem. We are sitting in some kind of 46 levels up here, which is okay, because we went up to 70, so you know, we had to pull back, and that's fine. But this trend up here on the RSI is getting broken though. See here, the RSI trend is getting broken. So we have, you know, been going through this consolidation phase up here, then we move towards upside up here above, you know, certain levels, or to the end up here, and right now we're breaking this RSI towards downside. I'm not quite sure, you know, how much RSI has to say, you know, say in these kind of events when it starts breaking on the downside over here, because, you know, technically we are not, you know, breaking this on the downside yet, you know, and this support level up here, you know, I'm looking at that to hold. So we're gonna see. Weekly time frame, still 2 hours and 2 days and 5 hours left on the weekly time frame, of course. And as we can see over here, that we are below the 50 and the 20 moving average up here right now. So you know, we're hoping that somehow, you know, in the next 2 days and 5 hours we'll be, you know, back above certain levels up here at 45,005 or something like that, 45.7. That's the best case scenario for us right now. Yeah, it goes up, it goes down, stuff happens. Koinski said the bottom was 42,479. 42,347. Let me put it up here. So right now that's the bottom on, you know, this up here, but on Binance maybe it's different. 414. I don't know which chart he was looking at. So 424, 410, 450. Maybe he was looking at this Bitfinex chart. Maybe he's looking at Bitfinex chart. So he's saying that, you know, 450 is the number. 475, yeah, give or take, because we are looking at Qcoin chart over here, and here is 42,347. So which one is correct, guys? We are pumping. I don't know about pumping, you know, but you know, 5-minute chart, you know, I think we need to zoom in a little bit up here, and see what's happening on the charts up here. It's a golfing candlestick. Right now, if we can manage to break this level up here, but we did go, you know, a little bit too fast towards upside up here. A little bit towards upside, but you know, this is the 5-minute, you know, some kind of trend down here. Then it increased the trend towards downside, then broke the trend towards upside. Right now, you know, we're gonna see if we can actually break this trend. If we break this trend on the 5-minute chart, maybe there is some kind of hope that we're gonna go towards upside, or we're just gonna get rejected by this and, you know, continue on the downside down here. Tomorrow BTC at 55. Smash the like button. Yeah, guys, smash the like button if you're not smashed the like button already. It's not smashed enough, so you can smash it, definitely some more. My God, say Bitcoin up a lot for next few months. Living on a prayer. What's the music you're playing? Just some random stuff. This one is, you know, this I'm not playing it right now. This goes Simple by Patrick Patriakios. I don't know who this guy is, but you know, it's just some random song. Come on, do 1 second charts. There is no volatility for 1 second charts, and then, you know, the charts look like this. You know, you need, if you want to look at 1 second charts, you need volatility. You need volatility. Unfortunately, there is not a lot of, I mean, there is volatility, but you know, I think we need more volatility. Let's look at 1 second charts on another, you know. I mean, you definitely could look at, you know, 1 second chart up here on what's that, on Binance. But when you see that price moves like this, just sideways up here for, you know, several seconds, or, you know, even a minute, you know, this shows that volatility is low. So whenever there is a low volatility, you'll see a lot of these side movements happening, right? Now, when there is big volatility, the price will, even on 1 second, you know, always go G3 up, G3 down. You know, there won't be sideways movement. But when you see the sideways movement, you know the volatility is kind of low. Volatility is kind of low. There we go, exactly on the dollar. Not actually on the dollar, but you know, we are actually getting smacked here. Oh, that's nice. This one up's nice. Oh, that's nice. I don't know, maybe it's up here. So we'll see if we, right now, because right now we managed to get on the 5-minute chart above this 43,000 level. If you go down here, get some support and then break towards upside, that might be just bullish enough, Will Smith the like button. Cheers, bro. BTC is the new stablecoin. It's not stablecoin right now, it is moving. Where's the milk, bro? You thought I forgot about the milk? I did not forget about the milk, man. Crypto is gonna crash soon, mark my words. Yeah, it's okay, but you know, I'm gonna tell you exactly when it's gonna crash, when it starts crashing. Right now we are not quite there yet, you know. It's gonna take a lot more movement to the downside if you want to crash. If you want to crash, let's see, let's draw some trend lines and see if we are about to crash, when that crash is gonna come. Okay, so if you, for example, start moving on the downside down here, at what point do we just, you know, do this move on the downside? At what point do we do that? So of course we need some kind of trend lines up here, of course. This seems legit. So I think if you start breaking the trend line on the downside down here, this trend line downside, then you know the big stuff starts going to happening. We got a 36,002 up here. I think this is also important level up here, down here, and this one down here. But on the trend line up here, let's see the trend line. The trend line is important. So if we start going down here and we break this, there was some kind of triangle up here, right? And we go back below the triangle, retest up here, and start falling down here below these levels at 32,000. I would say already up here at the trend line we must start seeing a bigger dumps on the downside. Let's see some moving averages up here and see how, you know, it's a long time since you can see how this trend line is falling very nicely. This 100 moving average, it might curl a little bit up here. 100 moving average exactly on the dollar, 100 moving average on the weekly time frame, right? This blue line. So right now we are, you know, consolidating up here, maybe but if we go on the downside, you know, this is the level around 36,000. Once we start breaking that, I think, you know, you'll see volatility, you know. Then you can watch the 1 second chart and, you know, see the big moves on the downside if that happens, right? But right now nothing is, you know, we are not that bearish yet. We did hit some kind of top up here. We are getting this, you know, evening star doji reversal pattern up here on the weekly time frame. That might be the case, but you know, I'm still on the bandwagon. You know, I don't want to be you know, wrong up here, but you know, I like the line. I really like the line. The line is legit up here. The resistance is legit. The moving averages that follow with the line are legit. You can see the about 150 moving average are giving us a major support here at 41,700 or 800, whatever that is, right? Major support. This triangle is legit the way I see it. This triangle is legit, so we got a very nice triangle up here. Very nice triangle. So I don't see, first of all, foremost, you know, I don't see any kind of dump before we actually break this back inside the triangle. Once you're inside the triangle, there will be no instant dump on the downside. You will go zigzag, zigzag, maybe a little bit test up here. There might, you know, volatility, if we fall on the downside, then, you know, volatility might kick in inside over here. But it's only when we break on the downside down here that you might see a big move towards the towards this support area down here. And once this big move on the support area comes, you know, maybe we gonna get a retest down here before we actually break it on the downside. So there is a whole bunch of, you know, moves that needs to happen before we actually dump big time. Now going from up here towards the actual dump is already like 60% on the downside, right? But you know, it's gonna take time. It's not gonna happen today or tomorrow or anything like that. I'm not expecting, you know, any kind of big moves that's gonna just, you know, just suddenly dump us down, because right now, you know, we got stellar support here at you know, 50 and 100 moving average on this trend line up here, like this up here at 41. What's that right now? Yeah, 41.6, 41.7, 41.8, whatever that is, right? That's the most important level that we need to hold. I think this is the utmost. I don't know if people are watching this or not, but you know, I'm watching this, and for me, this right now, after this big giant move to the downside, this looks like it just might hold. It just might hold. So I would like it to go all the way down here, you know, hold it down, and I don't know if you know, like, hold about some kind of bounce out of this needs to happen. Now for this move up here to be finished, for this move up here to be, you know, for this move that we can say that we are a new option, there is a trend line up here that's very nice. You can see the trend line up here. This trend line up here needs to be broken. So right now, when we go down here, test the support, if we continue going on the way towards the upside, this trend line needs to break. So we need to break the trend line up here. We need to break the trend line, create some kind of new trend line up here, consolidate, break that, and then boom towards the upside. So this might, the way I see it, if this is some kind of a new rally towards the upside up here, if, you know, my prognosis is right, this downtrend, this break, this, you know, two touches up here, this, you know, break on the reversal right now, going back up here, trying again, you know, getting some kind of support, breaking this towards the upside, going up here, creating a higher high up here, you know, breaking that, and then you just booming towards the upside. If this is you know, if my analysis is right on this, and we are to you know, to do this move up here right now, the way I see it, this should be the bottom right now around here, because after that, I mean, it's really hard to see that this is any kind of bottom. So this has to be the bottom if we are going towards the upside, because we have broken, you know, certain levels that are important up here. You know, up here, this resistance level, we broke that to the downside. This retest right now, we're going for the next support. But even if the next support, the more supports you break, the more bearish you become, right? So we do not want to break the supports, but I think if we go down here, you know, we might assume that this is gonna hold and we're gonna bounce right back up again. That can happen. I'm not saying it cannot happen, but the best case scenario, the way I can see it right now, is, you know, this 50, 100 moving average, this trend line up here holding, we bouncing off of that towards the upside, towards this trend line up here, breaking that towards the upside, and then going to the moon. So right now, this over here, that's the only thing I'm looking at. Slow beat to 30s. I don't know, man. There is not gonna be slow beat. You know, once you get to 30s, when you say 30s, you mean down here. I don't think. I think around 41.8. If not, if this isn't already there right now. RSI is overbought, right? It depends on the time frame. Like if you look on the RSI right now on the daily time frame, we are at 46, so it's not overbought. On the weekly time frame, it's at 48, so it's not overbought. On the monthly time frame, it's at 56, so it's not overbought. On the 4 hourly is oversold. It's been oversold since the previous button down here, so it managed to move a little bit back, and right now it's trying to do another move towards the downside, right? So RSI is definitely not overbought. Hi Tia, long time. Alif, hi man, you were here last night if I remember. Bottom in May, around 27, when inflation flattens and talks of serious recession kicks in, then an insane pump to 8,707k, top end of November. 22nd November. We know, man, we know. Everything depends on American equity markets. If Nasdaq pumps to new all-time highs, BTC has some upside, most definitely. Perhaps one more dump on main indices, even a lower low, then to new highs in prior to the Great Recession later this year. Plausible, like the center place says, plausible. Weekly, oh, sorry, my bad. I was looking at Scotch. Yeah, I don't do that much, you know, Scotch. I'm not that big of a drinker, so I'm sticking to milk. Too much cash sitting on the sideline. Recession happened when everybody are super excited, and yet it is yet to happen. When people get over rate hikes, just check the historic data. Yeah, there's been a lot to talk about historic data, and you know, based on historic data, we should have had a recession right now, you know, 50 times over. But you know, oftentimes, you know, the prices just continue rising towards the upside. How is markets doing right now today? They are up a little bit up here. You can see on the Dow Jones, we are keeping this 50 moving average, but this looks like it's creating some kind of head and shoulders pattern up here, right? So if we get rejected by up here, go back to the 50 moving average, we are dropping on the downside. So this looks like it's creating head and shoulders pattern up here at the top up here. You know, try it up, go up here, try it, you know, break towards downside, hold it right back down. Try it again. If you try it for third time, oftentimes it just goes down. You know, we'll see that. This on the daily time frame. The weekly time is a lot more important. What you can see on the weekly time frame, I didn't have all the moving averages on my chart. Let's see up here. Yeah, we are getting to the moving average, you know, bundle up here with this trend line up here looming in. So this might actually already been broken, because up down there, yeah, this is already broken. So this downtrend up here on the daily time frame broke. Right now we're trying to climb up here, but we are still getting a lower low. I'm not that, you know, optimistic, but over here it is very right now we have been going 3 weeks sideways, technically sideways, 3 weeks, 1 2 3 weeks below this 50 and the 20 moving average up here. Nothing happening, right? Just going kind of sideways, but we are still having this low and this lower low up here. So three weeks sideways up here. I don't know, I like it that, you know, we are able to, you know, hold steady levels. So, you know, this, you know, needs just a little bit push to, you know, back towards upside. But, you know, over time, you know, it also can go on the downside. I'm not quite sure whether this is a bullish or bearish pattern. What would you say? It is increasing. The downtrend right now sitting on some kind of 46 level. So we already, if we already, you know, did the move on the downside line here, so we might continue doing something like this, right? Doesn't matter. We call the top up here. We are sticking with the top still, and you know, for us that was the top. But you know, for all, you know, for all what is good, you know, I would hope that, you know, the prices can continue rising towards the upside above the up here. You know, even though I have to admit the defeat, that's fine. I will admit the defeat. Right now, you know, I saw this as a top. It went up a couple of dollars up above the top up here, you know, but it pulled right back down again. So I'm still considering, you know, this up here to be the top. It pull down right now. If we manage to break this towards the upside, climb higher above the highs, I'm gonna admit the defeat. But you know, right now I think still this is the top over here. This looks a little bit, you know, sideways motion. It didn't, you know, create any kind of higher, you know, break any kind of very significant stuff. This trend line up here did break, but this was on the daily time frame. If you pull this something like this on the weekly time frame, it is above the trend line. It is above the trend line. What about if you do it like this? It is above the trend line. Hard to say, hard to say. Maybe it's something like this up here. Maybe it's this one up here. So we are getting rejected. Finding the lines is a tricky business. The only thing you want when you're looking for the lines, the only thing you want is as many hits on the line as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 hits. So respect is definitely there. So maybe you know, it's very important level on the Dow Jones. It needs to break this towards the upside, but you know, it's just going kind of sideways, getting everybody's hopes up. It's just waiting for something. So you know, I'm a little bit afraid it just might, you know, continue on downside. I would like to do this over here, but you know, I'm afraid of this. But that's my emotional stability talking right now. I'm waiting on the moon phase to go long a bit. This is scheduled to hit support right on the dollar with how it's slowly pulling back now. Yeah, well, we still got 8 days, so I'm not quite sure, you know, whether this is gonna be exactly on the dollar. And you know, the moon phase, when it comes to moon phase, you know, it's not always that they start on the dollar, right? They don't start always on the same day. You can see here, this one started a little bit, you know, for this pump moon, you know, we start already going down on the pump moon, right? But you know, a little bit after that we hit the bottom and start going up, you know, so it can be a little bit after that, or it can be like over here a little bit before that. So you know, it's in the ballpark area once it starts kicking in, you know, and this is the ballpark area. You know, you have to look at this as a ballpark area where it, you know, starts and exits right over here. This is the new, full moon that actually pushed on the downside. But you know, during the full moon, if you correct it like this up here to the new moon up here, this is the only time where we actually went down on the full moon. So on the 16th up here, 16th of April, that's the next new full moon up here. So you can see how these lines correspond, at least our lines. You know, everybody got their own lines, but our lines, you know, correspond nicely down here. So you can definitely pull back slowly up here, you know, maybe tomorrow, maybe go something like this up here, and then, you know, continue going towards the upside, you know, create some kind of support up here, and then, you know, blast through the upside. We'll see how this actually plays out. Well, in bear market, pump moons don't work. In bull market, dump moons don't work. Yeah, the central planes, yeah, that's exactly, the central planes has figured it out. They just don't work. So in bull market, we only wonder, you know, when's the next pump moon, you know, and bear market, when is the next dump moon. But sideways motion, like, it's okay, everything works. Silence, blasphemers. The moon phase order will visit you. Vivat Luna. Hope the last dump and tomorrow pump to 48k. Yeah, everybody's hoping for that. It's rolling over. Rolling over? No. So we are hitting that resistance that we talked about though. Ah, shame. Maybe it's some kind of weird inverse head and shoulders up here, maybe. Maybe. What's time is 37? Okay, let's change the music right now. What's gonna hit right now? Let's see here. Recommend. What's this guy called? He's got something called Stream Beats. Last 1 hour candle looks bullish. 1 hourly candle, I don't know, man, it's still red. I don't see, man. All candles looks bearish to me, man. Red. Bullish candle. It's an indecision candle up here. Are we creating a lower low up here? Yeah, we do. Do we have divergence? Yes, we do. So right now, if we continue on the downside down here, we gotta pump it a lot down to go past this level down here at 32, which we can technically do like here. This is the target up here. I mean, we are not that far away from 41.8. That's the 50. That's the 50 moving average, 100 moving average, and the trend line as well. So that's the 41.8 line down here. You can see we are not that far away from that. I mean, we are so close. We are so close. So we're gonna see up here. Was there any divergence on the chart up here? Yeah, there was divergence. So this was, you know, reason for this move towards downside. We had, you know, this price going towards downside and RSI going towards the upside. And down here we have right now maybe in creation this going towards upside, this going towards downside, so we got some kind of 1 hourly divergence happening on the charts over here right now. I mean, this needs to dump like serious levels on the downside down here, serious levels on the downside to invalidate this divergence up here, so we can see how much this can actually come down to. Sounds like Stranger Things. I don't know what that was. I'm not, I don't feel it. I don't feel it. Nah. So dark. Pastel. It's okay, it's fine. Pastel is fine. How is SHIB doing this short dump period? SHIB is down minus 2.38%. Let's see on the weekly time frame how this looks. This trend line up here not yet broke towards the upside. Got double rejection up here at the top up here. 1, 2, double top going down here, consolidating. So we'll see. It doesn't look that bullish though. It is below all of the moving averages on the daily time frame, the weekly back below the 10 moving average. Got rejected on the dollar on the 20 moving average on the weekly time frame. Does not look that juicy. Does not look that juicy right now. Empire still holding strong. My punt paid off. Ooh man, Empire still doing well. Wow, Empire still 50. What the F, man? We saw this down here, man. Look at this, man. Look at this move. Look at the move. How much is that? 157, 159%. 159%, man. Let's see the market cap on this baby. $21 million market cap, 24 fully diluted. That's low, man. And it just started pumping like, you know, it was up like something like, what's that up here? 23 bucks. No, 0.23. Where is the pullback on this baby? Where is the pull? There is no pullback. Looks like it's increasing the speed as well. The trend is your friend, and the trend is not yet broken. Yeah, it just slowly climbing towards the upside. They breached the soul now for NFT marketplace. Maybe that's helping. When the man is in the chat, hey man, how you doing? Good evening. Good evening. Yeah, so Empire is still holding strong. Got daily time frame up here. Just see. Down, keeping it up here above the resistance up here. Nice, lossless. Tear down, scalp. These are just some of the coins that we checked last time, so I'm just looking, you know, quickly on the coins, see if I can see something interesting up here. That's bad. That's very bad. MTV is very bad. XTM, Kin, Cult pumped yesterday, insane, come 44%. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Cult is gonna be interesting right now. Cult USDT. I've seen some talk about Cult, so, but if it's high market cap, Cult, it's not high market cap. It's like 100, 200. Right now, 200 is 200 million market cap. It does pump a lot though, so I'm not quite sure, you know, how to feel about it, but the line is getting broken. Let's see this on the weekly time. We don't have anything on the weekly. 4 hourly, 1 hourly time frame. I mean, this could be just, you know, a little bit off. Should be some clarity, because it looks like he broke right now. Retest up. Let's see the volume up here on this baby. No volume yet. climbing nicely though. Auction. Nah, gods, nah. Gods Unchained. Man, this Gods Unchained from $8 to 1.2. Site was done 11. Yeah, but Empire is doing well. Empire is doing insanely well. Gonna keep watching Empire, just see, you know, how this ends. I'm alright, get a music deal with a company, gonna make music for a promo video. No way, man, no way, congratulations, man. Got a music deal with a company. That's big time, man, that's big time. I don't know, you know, if this is your normal stuff, you know, everyday stuff, you know, but, you know, good for you, man. I'm happy for you. You know, I saw the talent immediately, right away. I was like, this guy knows what he's doing. Yeah, man. Good stuff, good stuff. Just keep on grinding, man. If you do what you like, you know, especially you got a talent. You got something that you can do, you know. You can make music. I know there are a lot of people that can make music, but not a lot of people can, you know, what it's called. It's not merchandise. Monetize their music, right? So a lot of people make music and they're really good at putting out some beats, you know, but you gotta go like methodically after it, you know. Put it on YouTube, you know. You can even do your, you know, royalty-free music like Stephen Harris. I'm gonna show you a guy. I'm gonna show you one guy. Let me show. Can I show it up here? No, I cannot show it up here because, you know, I'm gonna. There is something called. I'm gonna show you something right now, man. I think you're gonna like it. There is something called Stream Beats. And the music you're listening right now, I just got a full-time 40-hour-a-week job. The music you're listening right now is from Stream Beats, copyright-free music. So this guy is creating all kind of music. You can check. He has right now I'm playing this from Spotify, but you know he creates all kinds of music, right? And puts it out 100% free. And you know a lot of people are watching his videos and you know playing the music all over the place, right? That can be a, you know, one way to generate money on YouTube, you know, some side income. Could you make it royalty-free music? I mean, that can be one of the reasons, because there are a lot of creators like me doing live streams. They just want to have some background music, right? And everything is like copyrighted, right? And if stuff is not copyrighted, like, you gotta put my name under it, like. Don't worry about that. Just let me play your music. You know, you get a lot of you know, playbacks. You get some money through you know through Spotify. You get some money through YouTube. As soon as you get over that threshold where you get some kind of money in, you know, into the paycheck, and you can relax, chill out. You know, you can offer free music, and then you can offer specialized music. I mean, I'm gonna make music just for you for your intro. I'm gonna make music just for you for that. You know, there's all kind of ways you can do. But this guy, you know, I'm always playing his music. He's you know, a lot of music, and every single one of these, you know, on Spotify there is tons of music. He's also on YouTube. Stream Beats by Harris Heller. So I'm gonna show you guys. Yeah, this guy, 107k subscribers. You know, he doesn't put that many videos on YouTube, but this channel has like 100%. But because Harris Heller, he has another. He was actually a gamer streamer. This guy, that's the guy. Alpha Gaming, right? So he's got one channel with, you know, 634k subscribers, but he does love music, you know. And he was one time he was like, I'm gonna stop doing it. I'm gonna focus 100% on music. And he came a little back a little bit, you know. But you know, he's making, you know. So check the guy out. Check what he's doing, you know. I'm working on some chill stuff for you. Ah, that's nice. So yeah, there's all kinds of ways to, you know, monetize your work. So, you know, just figure it out. Just figure it out. But do value your music, you know. And if you do give it royalty free, you can, you know, put on YouTube to generate, you know, links and stuff like that, right? Generate clicks, you know. A0 site holding. You can also do once you have enough royalty-free music, you can make a, you know, live channel, 24/7 live channel, just your music playing loop, you know, just generating, you know, hits, you know, day by day. It could be something. A0 still holding well. My music is in a lot of shops. For YouTube, it's royalty-free. Good, man, good. You know what you're doing. You do you, I'll do me. Okay, guys, Bitcoin. Ooh, the move on the downside. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. This over here, no, that was 1 hourly. We said we are creating this RSI divergence up here. Still unconfirmed RSI divergence. You can see the RSI divergence up here, going up here. All right now. So the question is, will this actually pop to the upside? By the way, guys, while we are at it, let's keep on watching the chart up here on the 5-minute chart. Okay, guys, I'm gonna take 5-minute break, go get some more milk or something like that. Be right back. You guys can also chill, chill a little bit, go to the toilet, whatever, and then after we come back, we're gonna check out some altcoins. We're gonna check out some altcoins that you wanna us to look at. Maybe we're gonna check out Dogecoin, Cardano, XRP, the big ones, VeChain. Just quick look at quick glance on the coins, and see what they are doing. Because everything's going down, so maybe we're gonna try to figure out because right now we are looking at this 41.8 on Bitcoin support, so maybe these other coins also have these important support levels. Be right back. Typical. Okay guys, so we had a nice chat for like 50 minutes or something like that. Time to do some business. So we're gonna do it like this. Green names get to pick all the coins. What we're gonna check out? Altcoins guide. What do you want me to check? What do you want me to look at? Green names get to pick the coins. The mother of all rallies incoming. I can smell it 10 miles away. I hope you're right. I hope your smell is on point. Who's gonna start? Green names, guys. Green names get to pick the coins. We don't have that many green names in the chat, like 2-3 guys. But you know, we can start with the 2-3 guys and then we'll see. The central plan. When the man, if you're in the chat, batch guitar. Come on, anything, anything. 2 Tesla Giga Berlin event. Elon Musk made Dodge face by drones in the sky. No way. I gotta check that out. Please do Zil, bro. It's Friday evening. Yeah. Let's give green names a little bit more time to figure out what they want to do, and X1 on orbit. Giga Berlin Dodge face drones. I don't see it, man. I don't know where you read that, but you know. I don't see it. It's in the Tesla live stream. Tesla live stream? There's no Tesla live stream. Tesla live stream. Oh, probably somewhere here. Nice, nice. We're getting there, boys. Dodge to be accepted. There's 30 billion short liquidation. Whales are coming for the money. How can you have short liquidation when you're going towards the downside? Cardano. We're gonna start with Cardano. We got a green name, so we're gonna do that. Cardano. What do we say, man? What do we say? Down here was support. We broke that support. You can see here we went back to that those levels. Up here again was that very important 10 and 100 moving average down here. We got a bunch of these support levels up here. You can see how fast, as soon as we broke all of these levels, how fast we went down and then right back up again. So right now we are sticking inside this zone up here. Let's see just moving averages though. Let's see just moving. Let's see monthly. Monthly is up there. That's 20, and then weekly. Just put the moving average. Monthly and 20 up here, same up here. Daily 50 down here. So I think this zone here between 96 and 98 is very interesting. Also corresponds with this top up here. I think that's very interesting. I think that's very interesting. And we got these lows down here. So I would say the zone goes from these bottoms down here all the way to the 20 moving average. I think this is the zone that's between $1 and 98. Actually a little lower down, 96 and $1, give or take. There was divergence up here, went down, it's fine. Weekly time frame, no divergence up here, looks nice. So I wouldn't like to fall below 96 on Cardano down here. I wouldn't like to do that because that shows just weakness, a huge weakness if you do that. This trend up here got broken down, went sideways up here and broke the trend downside. Hope we can consolidate here and then, you know, continue towards the upside. But if we fail to do this towards the upside and go down below the 96, that's bad. I would assume that's bad. I would assume that's bad. Let's keep these lines up here for a second. Go to the weekly time frame up here and see if you can draw the line from the bottom down here to something, right? It would be nicer if it was. I think we need to do this on the monthly time frame because, you know, the bottom down here, yeah, it does seem to be somewhere in the ballpark area up here. It's all the way down at 83 down here. Yeah, I would say, you know, best case scenario is, you know, getting support inside this area up here and then going towards the upside, because if you fall through this area down here, then, you know, this over here, I don't think it's gonna use that long time to break towards downside down. The downside. 96 to $1, give or take. Look at those moving averages are curling down, man. Yeah, they do indeed are curling on the downside. Especially this one, this 100 slowly start curling, but it's now increasing speed towards us. So it's not gonna do this, right? Hopefully it doesn't do this. Did it ever do that? I mean, over here that did, you know, big time, you know, downside, just, you know, down. And then once we started, you know, once we came the first time above it, we went a little bit down. We still pushed on downside up here, but, you know, this was, you know, the slowing of the move. Right now we are crossing the last one, 100 over 200 moving average on the, oh sorry, this is 2-day chart. This is 2-day chart. This is the daily chart. Yeah, 200 days also curving to the downside, but, you know, previously it did, you know, fall down for a long time. So now we're gonna keep optimistic and say that it's between 96 and $1 on Cardano, the support level. You know, at least that's some kind of hope you're looking for. Green names get to pick the coins. Remind. Yeah, green names get to pick the coins. Well, since it's only the central plane here, and he already picked the coin, you know, so we can do some other coins as well. What about FIPS? We don't do FIPS, man. We don't do FIPS. For 2k bits coming, 39k possible. I was having trouble. I'm still seeing 60-something coming in downtrend final. I think that's kind of hopium because, you know, you're looking for some kind of exit strategy. Good evening, Mr. Slavic Viking. Good evening, Sputnik. Good evening. Okay, let's just go up. Rune. Somebody asked me about Rune. Let's check out Rune. I remember it was pumping a little bit, so it's interesting, you know, to look at it. Yeah, it's above these moving averages, so, you know, it does look very bullish up here. We got two very important levels of support up here just by looking at the moving averages. Let's just clean up everything up here nicely. 50 is the first one, of course. Then you got these 10, 20 down here. But let's see how this actually looks on the daily time frame, especially these stops up here. There's so much jiggly jag over here in this ballpark area, from up here to down here somewhere, right? So we actually managed to get above this level up here, right back down again. This option look broken though, this option look broken, so it needs to go down. So if you go to the daily time frame, there was an option up here that broke right over here. Then you got this 200 moving average and 50 moving average below us. There's a whole bunch of, it is a little bit, 100 moving average, 50, and they are really spread. There is nothing there is no confluence with anything, right? They are like, 6, 7, 7, 2, 7, 9, 5, 8. So it doesn't seem, there should be some trend line up here somewhere, right? There needs to be some kind of trend line somewhere, but inside of here. Let's try to figure that out on this one up here. This goes down, this one goes somewhere up here, but that's broken. Doesn't seem to be in any shape or form corresponding with anything nicely. It should be something like stuff down here, maybe. All the way down, I don't know. It did break the option, it had a nice option up here. This is the break of the options. Right now it's going to consolidate on one of these levels. Which level is going to be, that's hard to say. That's hard to say. I think all levels are really important, because this is 250 moving average on the weekly time frame, this is 50 and 20 and 10 moving average, so it can definitely consolidate anywhere between these levels down here. That's like 20% more down, something like 25% more down, because it did pump like a huge monthly, from the bottom to the top. It pumped like 337. That's like 4.3x pump, 4.3. So when that happens, you're gonna have some pullback. Right now it's only had a pullback of 30%. So we'll see. Rune is right now down 8% for the day. So it is increasing the speed towards downside. What do you think about the fact that CME closed below last week close? I haven't actually checked the CME. Did CME close? Yeah, we gotta check the CME. Here's the CME futures chart. Let's see the weekly time frame. Well, this is bad. If Bitcoin does this, that's bad. Now it's not as bad, one candle is not that bad. One candle is not that bad. If we can just next candle pump right back up again, that's best case scenario, because that's the same like having this wick on the downside, right? If you do two candles like this towards the upside up here, that's like having a wick, right? That's support holding, that's nice. So next week we need the pump. Now the only problem, this is gonna be very big problem if we fail to get back. If you start going up here and then close down here again or something like that, this is almost a confirmation of more downtrend on the downside. So right now it is bad, but it's not as bad as it can be next week when we close, right? You can see also here on the daily time frame we are hitting this 50 moving average on the bottom side up here, which is important resistance. A little bit jiggly, but it's important resistance. Today up here we went up above that weekly. Do we have the same kind of because we are drawing something like this, right? It's still there, it's still 50 moving. The way we are drawing the triangle that gives us hopium, it's still something like this, right? So even over here we have some kind of triangle. So this is the bottom, right? So if the next week we don't pump towards the upside, of course if we continue on the downside, that's gonna be super bad. That's gonna be super bad, because you see you don't have to do a big move towards the downside right now. It's like, okay, you have to do 10% over the week. How much did we do right now? We did 10%. So if you do another 10% downside down here again next week, that's gonna be very, very bad. Even 5% something like that might be bad, because you are getting back inside the triangle, right? You're getting back in the triangle. So right now doesn't look that bad, but we need to get the support kicking up here. If this support fails, it means that there are no bulls. There are no bulls. If there are no bulls, if there is no buying, the price goes down, right? That's the thing, guys. We have big bullish divergence on the daily, on the 4 hourly. Yeah, we saw big bullish divergence on the 4 hourly. We are hoping it does play out. It's not actually on 4 hourly, it's actually on the 1 hourly time frame. On the 4 hourly, there is nothing that I can see right now. On the 1 hourly, let's see 4 hourly. Did we close 4 hourly? 1 hour. So you can see here on the 1 hourly time frame, there is big divergence up here. There is big. So this might, maybe, hopefully be some kind of bottom, because we are calling for this 41.7, 41.8 support down here to kick in. So, you know, we are looking still to go all the way down here, but, you know, if we can just, you know, bounce from over here, that's like the best case scenario. So this might be some kind of double bottom being created here, even though it looks really weird. It just might be some kind of double bottom being created up here if we can manage to, you know, pump up here. But, you know, the fact that we are not that, you know, we are not doing that much right now. We are not doing that much right now. Have you covered KNC and its recent pump on this show earlier? KNC? No, I did not. But KNC, it's on Coinbase. Recent pump. What? Just breaking all the resistances we have, man. You're just breaking all the resistances. You can see all the resistances we have on the chart, and it is breaking all of them. Right now it's above 3.8. So this trend line up here is legit. It's getting broken. But we need still the weekly close to see if this actually happens. I don't think it's gonna break because it's extend towards the upside. This looks like some kind of top to me up here, right off the bat. Extend from the moving averages, hitting this very important resistance up here. So you're extending and hitting very important resistance. This is definitely some kind of top up here on the chart. There is a huge bunch of divergence up here, and right now it's doing this big move towards the upside with another divergence. Is that divergence? Well, technically it does go towards the upside up here, so there is no divergence up here on the last part up here. That was a big move, man. That was a big move. 23% today towards the upside. Maybe just gonna continue. Let's see the weekly indicators down here. Let's just extend it up here. Extension is somewhere at the top up here, but, you know, it's been there before, so, you know, it is pretty high. It is pretty high. I don't see how this is gonna continue that high up. I don't see it. I mean, it can definitely continue higher up. I'm not saying anything. Let's see on 4 hourly. We're getting this move towards downside right now. It's a big pump, but, you know, it does have these big pumps though. It does have these big pumps. Did the trend break? That's what I want to know. Let's just pull it like this, like random meme lines. I think maybe the trend is done. I think maybe the trend is done. I think maybe the trend is done up here. I think he did the move, the fast move, the break up here. I think somewhere up here there was a break and trying to go higher, getting hit here. I think it's just now, you know, gonna go down here, somewhere up here, and then it's break the resistance up here and then consolidate. I think it's too high. I think it's too high. Let's go to the monthly time frame. He's hitting that resistance, but it's not. You can see this move edge. It's every time you get to these extensions, you pull back. Extension, pull back. Extension, you need to pull back right over here, right? I'm not saying after the pullback it's not gonna break it, but, you know, I think it needs to pull back. You can see here even the monthly time frame down here. These highs up here right now. You can see how it's curving towards upside. It's losing strength. I think it's losing strength right now. So I think it just might pull back. I think it did the thing, and right now it's gonna pull back. You know, that's my opinion, you know, but, you know, we'll see how this actually plays out. Are you Bitcoin Viking? Not really, no. I sold half my bag of KNC near this recent peak. KNC. Yeah, maybe you have done good. But we'll see how this plays out, you know. If it pumps, you know, another, you know, 2000% right after my stream, you know, I'm not to blame, man. I'm not to blame, okay? Maybe they got some kind of news going on that I'm unaware of. What coins do you personally in generally trade, and how many different ones? I don't trade that much, but I like predictability, I like volatility, I like the trends. What do you think of the idea of getting rid of all the money worth 5 cents or less and melting it down into a large statue of Satoshi Nakamoto? Those coins are worth nil because of inflation. I don't know, sure, why not? Next 12 hours will be insane for BTC. So I've been told, Belazy coin, I've never heard about this, so let's check it out. Belazy coin. There is actually a thing called Belazy USD. Daily time frame, it looks like lower, you know, it's going towards downside. It hit resistance up here somewhere, right? Yeah. So it's not haven't broken anything yet or anything like that. Had big pullback on the weekly time frame up here because it got extended 20% downside, but I don't see anything. This move towards downside got broken on downside, right now consolidating up here. We need to see how, you know, how well what kind of support it can have down here. Let's go on daily time frame up here. It is in the ballpark area down here, right? All of these moving areas down here, you know, it's you can see here a lot of it's in ballpark area right over here, and the entire box, and the support levels are so near that I would say the entire box up here, you know, it's support area. So which one of these it hits and, you know, bounces off, you know, depends, but nothing special about a coin. I just will make the big move stream then. Yeah, when will they I will stream any kind of big move. I will stream, but why are you guys saying it's gonna, you know, why should Asians do some big moves? 10x for, can you look at MMF? If I haven't heard about some coin, you know, you know, it's not over here, sorry. Good evening, brother. What's happening with the XRP? Yeah, so XRP had this, you know, rising wedge up here, broke on downside, consolidated, tried to get back up here, failed that, went below the support, consolidating up here. The question is if it will go another move towards the downside. Now on the daily time frame, we don't have anything, you know, when it comes to moving averages below us. On the weekly time frame, we are breaking the very important levels down here at the 20 and the 10 moving average up here. So you can see here we are right now below these very important levels, but I would say down here, this bottom down here is even more important than 72, because if you go below that, you again create this lower low, which is actually quite bad. So 72, 77, 78 support levels right now, important ones. I would say this 77, 78, it's, you know, most important to hold on the weekly time frame, but there is still like you know, 2 days left and 4 hours to go, so we can, you know, in the next 2 days, as long as we pump towards upside. But this level down here, you know, on the it's also on the give or take this area down here, so if Bitcoin goes down, I would be looking at some kind of 70 to 72 levels up here, give or take, some kind of support level. If that breaks on the downside on the daily time frame, I don't know, man, that would be bearish. Then you have to look at other things, right? But we are not right there right now. So much bearishness in the charts, man, so much bearishness in the charts. Makes you sad. XRP is an endless down story. See you next year, all. Bear market. Yes, sir. Next has done well today. Wow. Near. Can you please check the DXY chart? DXY chart is just continuing pumping towards the upside. We are thinking it is going a little bit parabolic up here, but we actually don't know. So if it gets to support on this line up here, it is going parabolic. If it breaks up here, it's still following this uptrend up here. It was just extended up here. So we're gonna see up here. Just might, you know, continue this faster move, and then, you know, it might, I think it just might, you know, go parabolic eventually up here. So I'm really interested to see if, you know, this line holds on on DXY, or if we break that and continue in the same trend towards the upside, or if we break this on the downside as well. Trend lines super hugely important on the technical analysis in the charts. So breaking the support levels, breaking the trend lines towards downside, bearish. Near, we checked near yesterday, so I don't want to do it again, but it did hit some kind of top, I think, and right now it has having a pullback. Let's see up here on the daily time frame. No, it actually didn't. It actually did not do that. You see the trend line up here? The trend line is still intact up here. The trend line is still intact. So you had this break of the trend line up here, but it got support on the line, exactly on the line. It got support on the line and just bounced off of the line up here again. So it's not yet done. It doesn't look like it's done just yet. But we are already getting this divergence on the daily time frame up here, so that's not good. On the weekly time frame, we are at only something like 64, so definitely have more room to go towards the upside. So, it is slowly following this moving average, so it's not that overextended or anything like that. So I think near might just have more room towards the upside, because this support was actually quite legit. It's a miracle that crypto didn't crash while DXY was pumping so hard. We are all bulls, but I need one more dip. Maybe at resistance. Maybe. Sorry, I just drank a bottle of wine. The stuff. Okay guys, that's some of altcoins. We don't have that many TA fan club members right now in the chat, so there's that, guys. We checked Bitcoin. Thanks for stopping by. It's been like live stream for 1 hour and 50 minutes. We're gonna try BTC dump. No, not yet, not yet. Do we still have divergence up here? That's what I want to know. Divergence on the 1 hourly chart. Yeah, there is still divergence up here. There's still divergence, you see? We're pushing it down, but there is still divergence. So this looks like it's gonna, ricochet towards the upside soon. Do you guys think it's gonna ricochet towards the upside? Yes, 100%. 4 hourly closed right above the 200 moving average on the 4 hourly time frame, but we opened below that. So I don't know what to think about that. I have my ideas, but yeah, I think I'm gonna keep on watching this 1 hourly chart. It looks like a most interesting chart right now. If not, I will never again speak about Wyckoff. Yeah, I was just checking one thing last night, and not last night, day before that. I always tell you guys how I don't believe in the CME gaps, right? Crash. You guys know how I always say that I don't believe in the CME gap, and that's because CME gap messed my bull run. I'm gonna show you how. Delete the doctor. And I was watching my videos. I don't know if they are, if you go to videos and sort by oldest. I think it started here. Where is it? Yeah. So up here, definitely down, right? You can see the name up here, definitely down. And if you open the link in your tab up here, you can see that I've been talking about, you know, ever since up here actually, I've been, you know, bearish on Bitcoin because this CME gap up here needs to be closed. So the CME gap, if you go to the daily time frame, down here on the CME chart, of course, on the CME chart, of course, you see the CME gap down here, it needs to be closed, right? So there was a lot of talk about, you know, 1718 about how this needs to be closed and how we never close it, but you can see that we went into the CME gap, but since we did not close the gap, I was saying we gotta go down, we gotta go down, we gotta go down, we gotta go down to close the gap. And this is so funny because I watched the, you know, all the videos and I was so bearish up here. It's insane how bearish I was.
I'm not quite sure. I'm betting on the 400 is gonna be here.
See, I was still saying that we gotta go down, we gotta go down, right? And this is a recurring effect. Like if you watch this, definitely down, right? That's the same video. I've been bearish. Says this is how CME futures gap will close. So over here, you know, I start talking about this CME futures gap up here, how we will close, because we're already down. So I was saying that we are, you can see here, going up and maybe going down, break the line. On the downside, go down into the CME gap, you can see here. But that just did not happen. That just did not happen, you know. Oh, wait. And I continue to talk about this. I continue to talk about this for a long time. This was, you know, on CME gap. And you can see here as well, Bitcoin tech analysis 1 year ago, right?
So I think we have to talk about Bitcoin again. It's been like a couple of days, a week, something like that.
And I'm still saying that it's gonna go down. I'm still saying it's gonna go down, right? And it just doesn't go down. It just doesn't go down. And I continue to be bearish up here. Phantom Reserve Channel, Bitcoin. I'm still continuing being bearish.
Hi guys, how you are bullish? Like you have to be bullish like everyone else. Like Ivan Tech is saying we're going moving average and still
but even this video I was saying that we're gonna go down. Even this video I was still saying we're gonna down. It's been a long time. Why doesn't it load? It's old video, maybe that's why. But you know, up here Bitcoin goes to 13,000. Look at me, I'm the bull now. And this is like a month later up here. When was this video up here posted? Opening a new tab. This was posted on September 30 September. So 30 September up here, 30 September. So I was very bearish even up here, right? I was very bearish, and up here I became bullish on this video over here, and that's 21st of October. So almost a month's time I've been saying we're gonna go down because of the goddamn CME gap. I capitulated up here. I capitulated on this candle up here, and I said, okay, we're gonna go towards the upside. I'm bull now, right? But over here, ever since up here, like every single day, I was like, no, we're gonna go down. We're gonna go down. We're gonna go down. Even before here, even though I didn't make videos, I was still saying we're gonna go down. And they closed the CME gap. Never closed the CME gap. And you know, all the videos I made here, you know, everybody was so bullish, and I was like, no, we're gonna go down. No worries, we're gonna go down. But after this candle up here, you know, once we broke up up the top up here, you know, you can see the thumbnail up here. You can see the thumbnail. Look at me, I'm the bull now. Oh man, it was fun times.
Okay, I admit it. I'm bull now. 12,868 as I'm recording this. Soon 13,000. You just keep on going up. I cannot be bearish anymore.
There you go. I cannot be bearish anymore because I've been bearish. I'm trying to, you know, I was believing in the CME gaps, guys. I was so strongly believing in the CME gaps, you know, and I was like, it needs to be closed. It needs to be closed, and it didn't get closed. And after that, I never want to see any kind of CME gap ever again. one time, like all the way up here, like if there was no CME gap, I would say that we will, but this CME gap was holding me down for so long, man. It was holding me down for so long. 1 year later, who's back? he's gonna use your money to pump his money. Yeah, go out, get out with his money first before he closes your accounts. And this is important because we are right now in a triangle. Doobie is actually the coin that's gonna save the world. We can have sideways movement until December. We can't have. We can. Can is the word. So everybody's saying we are still in bear market. Everybody wants to buy the dip. Doing the same thing as we always do. We are just waiting. A lot of indicators are basically total bullshit. Nobody else uses Elliott waves. I'm trying to help you because people are very bullish right now. It's like one indicator like everybody has on their computer, but nobody actually uses it. So people are trying to explain why Bitcoin is pumping. Like everybody is like, oh my god, we're going up. Like it was unexpected. I was so young and hopeful back then. So young and hopeful. The young Theo, yeah. Oh man, daily is coming. So this is when I restarted my show because I was making, because over here I have a lot of private videos, because this is 1 year ago when I started, you know, uploading again, because and before this I actually was doing, you know, YouTube like for 1.5 years or 2 years before that as well. But it wasn't that famous, you know, and then I stopped for a year, and then this is when I came back. Grew a beard. I admire your honesty and humbleness to admit you're wrong. Most YouTubers flip-flop and never mention they were wrong. No, I don't mind. I'm not taking it too seriously. But yeah, maybe I should say that we are gonna go down. Guys, we are going down to 20k. This has to go down. Unfortunately, it has to go down. Send. Show us your first video. My first video, it's quite crap. I'm gonna show you my very first YouTube video. It's very bad, you know, and you know, I'll show you. Wait. I'll show you my very first video. You know, the webcam was bad. Let's see here. I just do it like this up here. Date. The webcam was bad. Wait. I'm not actually logged in on YouTube up here, so you cannot see the thumbnail though, but you know, whatever. Okay. The very first video. Private video, sign in if you get access. Oh man, it's private. Let me make it quickly to okay, let's try now. It's not private, I just changed it. Maybe it needs to update a little bit. This is private. It's not private, it's oh, maybe I have to take, yeah, save. Okay, now there we go. Okay, welcome to my channel. We're gonna talk about Bitcoin today and why it's shit and why you should buy it. Now, why is Bitcoin shit? Yeah, well, you know, it doesn't actually have any value. And it's the wrong chart. It's EOS chart as well. It's not Bitcoin chart. Keep in mind, it's Bitcoin chart. It's EOS chart. It's not Bitcoin chart. And we're gonna talk about value. Just like gold, it doesn't have any value. I mean, the value from the gold and Bitcoin comes that some other idiot will come and buy it from you, right? Right. And like Warren Buffett says, you know, he likes farms, and farms generate dividends, and dividends has value, you know, farms the value. Everybody needs food, you know, that's a good business, and that's how things is supposed to be, you know. You buy something, you get something from it, you know, and maybe later, whether you sell it or not, it's not very important. The important part is that you get something from it every year because it generates some kind of value. Now, Bitcoin or gold doesn't generate any kind of value. It's shit, okay? So the only value from the gold and Bitcoin there is that you hope that somebody else will come after you, like Warren Buffett says, and will buy the shit from you. Yeah, right. Now, why you should buy it? And here comes the good news. There are always idiots out there to buy shit from you, and that's why you should buy Bitcoin, because everybody, now look at the chart here, right? It's down to 2,000, it was up 20,000, and there I promise you, as soon as if and how and this will happen, you know, the shit will go up, and as soon as people see this little green thing that goes upstairs, they will start buying, and then idiots will come and buy it from you, and then some other bigger idiot will come and buy from him until it pops and dumps, you know. And that's basically how both gold and Bitcoin works, and that's why you should buy it. Now that's for today's video. Tomorrow I will talk about pump and dumps and why everything is a fucking pump and dump. Yeah, also subscribe to our channel. I'm not doing this for free. I wanna be PewDiePie next year, so you know, and it might be interesting to see what kind of shit I come up with. Yeah, thanks, bye bye. Okay, that's it. That's the show. That's the show. That's first video. Yeah. Okay. What I do now? Rendering. I need rendering. Okay. That's it, guys. That's the, and you know, I have to excuse everybody because I was, you know, a little bit immature. That, you know, I know it's only 4 years back, but I was immature. I was calling people, you know, idiots and stuff and like that. You know, as you see, I'm not that guy anymore. I've grown. So you know, but you know, that was the first video I made on YouTube. It's terrible, you know, and the wrong chart, you know, but you know, it improved after that. It got a little bit better, you know, and you know, over time you learn a little bit stuff. What are you married? Yeah, I wasn't married, but I had a wife, you know, and the first kid. So right now 3 kids. So yeah, pure fact. I don't know. I think it wasn't the best video, but it's okay. It's okay. And you know, that's how it started. Damn John, $5 thanks man to your wife, patient, few respect, you are handsomer. Crypto caption, $5 thanks man, appreciate the money. Please stop swearing, I have my kids in front of you all the time. Yeah, I know, I listen to that guy, Crypto Crown Cave. I can, you know, he has this nice morning show that he does, but he swears so much on the screen that, you know, and you cannot, you know, watch him. So you know, on my channel we are, you know, kids friendly, no swearing. I'm sorry you had, you know, see that, you know, but right now it's very late, at least here. You want to see CoinSkid? Yeah, we want to see CoinSkid. I don't have any video of CoinSkid, man. So there is that. There is that. I'll show you since last year. Thanks. Anyways, guys, I appreciate everything. Bitcoin, the most important thing that's happening in Bitcoin is this 1 hourly thing that's dumping on the downside. The question is, will this just consolidate here, continue on dumping on the downside? We are looking at 41.8. If he for whatever reason go below that, I don't know, he start closing down here on the daily. I don't see it. I'm expecting some kind of a recovery up here. Some kind of recovery, right? I don't know when the recovery is gonna come, but if that comes, you know, that's what I'm expecting. That's what I'm looking for. If we're gonna be bullish, I don't see, you know, I don't see any kind of clear sign that we are gonna do that, but could do that. It's very just lazy and unprofessional. Yeah, but you saw how unprofessional and lazy I was when I made the first video. I just popped the, you know, popped the camera on because I was like, okay, I'm gonna make YouTube videos. I popped the camera on. I had some bad microphone. I think I used the microphone on this thing over here. And you know, I even had the wrong chart on the screen. It was EOS chart, it wasn't the Bitcoin chart, and I was talking about Bitcoin, right? But I just want to make a video, you know. I was like, it doesn't matter, let's just post something, you know. It will grow over time, you know. You will learn. There is no such thing as perfection. Just make something, put it out there. Next video is gonna be better. Next video was a little bit better, and the third video I got some kind of microphone. The fourth video I you know, fifth or sixth video I you know, start creating some intros, you know, and then 10 videos over the time I bought a better webcam, you know, and you know, it improves over time. But you know, the trick is, you know, just put something out there, you know, get it started and get the ball rolling. And that's, you know, that's with everything in life, just get the ball rolling, you know. Doesn't matter, you're not gonna be bad at first, you know, but you know, over time you will improve, and you know, it will grow into something decent, or you know, okay-ish. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. This was you know, Bitcoin evening show. Next evening show is of course tomorrow. There won't be, you know, we don't do Bitcoin dailies right now on weekends because kids are, you know, at home, you know, and I will have to, you know, do stuff with them. But that's that. And it grew, yes. Anyways, guys, see you again tomorrow, same time, same place. And if something special happens, I just might tweet on Twitter, so do follow me there as well. Okay, guys, see you around. I'm gonna go do stuff. I don't know what, but I'm gonna do stuff. Enough respect for TLA crew. See you around, guys. Bye bye. Thanks for bucks, guys. Thanks for bucks.